Hey there, I'm going to be doing a little media analysis of the Levi's ad campaign that came out pretty recently. It's called Go Forth, We Are All Workers, and it's specifically I'm going to look at a TV spot that centers around workers in Braddock, Pennsylvania, which is a small steel or post-steel belt town, I guess the Rust Belt, to which Levi's is currently donating $1.5 million so they can rebuild and retrofit their entire town, which is kind of cool, but there's some issues with it, which I'm going to explore. And so these are just two little print ads that show some of the townspeople and how everybody's work is equally important. And so my thesis is that these advertisements promote the hegemony of capitalism by presenting a commodity solution to major social and economic problems, problems that require solutions outside of the hegemonic framework of consumerism. And I'm going to look at this thesis using hegemony, which, as Bremet says, is a situation in which powerful groups and institutions create in those they dominate the belief that such domination is natural, commonsensical, and the way things ought to be. Burke's pentad, specifically the scene-actor relation, which allows people to explain the world and thus formulate motives for acting in the world, useful in advertising, as well as commodification, in which ideologies and skills can be achieved through personal consumer choices, also a sort of key component of advertising. So I guess I'll show you the ads so you can see what we're talking about here. Full screen. Enjoy.
We were taught how the pioneers went into the West. They opened their eyes and made up what things could be. A long time ago, things got broken here. People got sad and left. Maybe the world breaks on purpose, so we can have work to do. People think there aren't frontiers anymore. They can't see how frontiers are all around us.
So, in looking at it through the scene-actor analysis, the narrator says maybe the world breaks on purpose so we can have work to do. Notice that the world isn't broke because of any agent, because American companies moved their workforce overseas so they could access cheaper labor, but rather it's just because that's how the world works. And so blame is being shifted off of corporations in this case. And the narrator also says that people think there aren't frontiers anymore. They can't see how frontiers are all around us. And so she's claiming, and the advertisement is claiming, that the world is ready to be taken up in the hands of those who have the vision. And Levi's is letting you buy that vision, which is going to bring me to my next point, which is the commodification of the sort of pioneer spirit of America. Because if an individual believes, as Levi's wants in this advertisement, that you can sort of rebuild America simply by wearing jeans and a denim jacket, they'll probably do that over actually taking some sort of more meaningful political action that would actually create change and maybe disrupt the empowerment of these large corporations. I don't think that people are going to go, oh, how can I help Braddock? It's easier to buy a pair of jeans and feel good about supporting America instead of actually maybe going to Braddock and volunteering your time, for example. And so, I guess, in conclusion, we need to remember that the medium of advertising is so effective because there's really very little context besides what's given to you. So all the images can be cherry-picked and a really one-sided, depoliticized story is presented to the audience, and we have to be really careful of this. Levi's produces almost all of its products outside of America, and so, buying Levi's will do nothing to sort of rebuild the American economy. You're sending your money outside of the country, and so it's sort of a pretty blatant lie for them to evoke this American pioneer spirit in trying to sell their jeans. And yeah, that's all. Cool. Thanks.